Chapter 3 is about plants and animals. So we're going to start off with the plants. The plants hold a vital importance in our humanity, in each life of being a human being. These plants have the connection to the mother and to the father. These plants have the medicine, the minerals, the vitamins to help us in our growth, our healing, our health. And so each plant carries a unique spirit and energy within inside of it. And we as an individual can make a deeper connection with these plants. And they each have a name. They have a spiritual name and a name that we give them scientifically. They also have a name, indigenous name. And they also have that connection to the song and creation that we can sing to them. We can utilize them as an exchange of life, because these plants are actually alive. And different plants, as humans too, work together to nurture the body, to heal the body, work together to clean not only the internal but the auric field, the energetic field, the body. And some that the ancient ones, the ancestors of the indigenous people, they would utilize these plants for their journeys. Some of these plants for their vision quests. Some of these plants in preparation for transition to return back home. And they're always utilized out of high respect, that every time a plant was taken from the Mother Earth, there would be a gift presented to the plant. And this gift would be of cornmeal, tobacco, flowers, in remembrance and giving thanks that you were taking of life. And they would never take all of a plant to consume or to eat or to utilize. They would leave part of it, part of its family, part of its relations. So the plants are very vital, very important, play a very strong role in each of our lives. And going to the animals, the animal world, we as humans learned a lot from the animal world. We might have lost connection, many of us, to the animal world in their language, how they live in harmony and connection to this natural world. The animals have this interrelationship with the mother of creation, this earth, with the father, the sun, the cosmos, the cycles, the moon. These animals are in harmony with all of creation, the natural world. And we have, as indigenous people, worked and strived for all creation to learn from them, to learn from these animals the wisdom of how to live in harmony. If we were to study the birds in the morning time, how they speak or communicate or gather and socialize, much like we would go to have tea or coffee in the morning, the animals do the same. They speak, they prepare themselves, they observe, they share about the day to come. They see each other in the bird nation, the ones that fly the highest to the lowest running, and the walking birds on the ground, and acknowledge one another. in the beginning, as they're waking up, you can listen to the birds chirping. And throughout the different parts of the day, you can hear that they're more louder and then calmer, and then towards the evening, they have that inner relationship to the natural world. And the four-legged animals that walk upon, many also live throughout night, and they can see in the darkness. They can see through the night, and they hunt at night. They gather their food. They too share and observe. These animals have what we call medicines, and the indigenous people would interrelate with them on their vision quests, on their prayers that they would do on the land, and they would call forth of this animal, this four-legged or this winged one, and they would call forth and ask for that medicine, ask for that teaching and understanding. How would they walk? How would they live in harmony with this natural world? In the sacred sites, the vortexes of the region, specifically to each region, country, continent, would have their own unique animals residing there, and their interrelationship of the indigenous people between the four-legged and winged ones. And the great gift that these animals for many, many centuries have done in interaction with humans, with the indigenous people, the ones that were in harmony, is they would offer of themselves so that we could have an exchange, like this fan here of the eagles, so that the human beings could carry that medicine of the winged one and have connection to them, to have connection to the vision, to the oversight and the creation. And much like the four-leggeds, the importance of the four-leggeds, they would offer themselves, the claws, the furs, the bones, so that we could, as human beings, have that interrelationship of how they walked, how the animals interrelated with one another in the natural world, and interrelated with the winged. So the indigenous people would communicate and pray and vision and offer and make commune with this animal world. Without deep respect and honor and appreciation, there would always be a disconnect. Long time ago, the relationship between the indigenous people and the animals of this world was much more stronger. So we pray and we ask that we make a deeper relationship with the animals in this world, and we thank them for all of their creation, all of their medicine, all their teachings, and our observation, how they walk, how they fly, how they live from this natural world and in this time, in this creation.